It's Dr. Debbie Pates. I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose if possible, holding at the top of the breath, and then letting go. Letting this breath and the subsequent breaths ground you in this moment. Ground you where you are sitting or laying down. Ground you in time and space. Tonight begins Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, moving from 5780 to 5781. In Judaism, there is a concept called Tikkun Olam. And Tikkun Olam literally means repairing the world. It's part of a belief that we are partners with God in the ongoing creation of the world. And so each new year, we get to recommit to that creation, to that repairing. And very often, repair and the examination of what needs repairing has to start close. As part of the Rosh Hashanah observances, we have a service called Tashlich. Before I go into that, I invite you again to reconnect with your breath. Absorb what I've said so far. Notice how, if any way, it has resonated with you or created thoughts in you, and just acknowledge that. And then return back to the breath, return back to this moment. In Tashlich, we take stale bread and we go to a source of running water, and we throw the bread into the water as a symbol of releasing our sins, absolving ourselves of those sins. But it's not a mindless throwing. It's not a woohoo, yay, free, home free. It's a very mindful observance of reckoning, of reconciling, of cataloging. Not cataloging, I don't really mean that. That sounds like making a list, but making an acknowledgement of the promises that we made over the year that we weren't able to keep. This has been a heck of a year. There's been a lot of reasons why we might not have been able to follow through with things. It's possible we also just didn't follow through because we didn't want to, or because we decided it wasn't a good idea. And so, or maybe it's because we didn't put in right effort, yeah. And so this is a chance to acknowledge and to say, if I did my best and I wasn't able to complete those things, then may I be absolved of that responsibility. And if I didn't do my best and I still feel that those are important things to do, then may I be forgiven and renew my commitment to try again. Breathe in and breathe out. And so, each new year, we begin Tikkun Olam with a self-exam. We begin Tikkun Olam with an acknowledgement of what we need to, not need to, self-inventory. How did I do? Where am I okay with that, and where do I need to do better? And this isn't in a way of punishing ourselves. It's simply a way of acknowledging that we're human and starting over fresh. So I invite you to take a few moments now, sitting and breathing, And perhaps doing an inventory of things that maybe you didn't do so well, and maybe that you'd like to try again, try to recommit to doing better. Not because you're a bad person, but because you want to be the best person you can in order to participate in Tikkun Olam, in repairing the world, beginning right here at home in your own heart and in your own life with the people closest to you, with the people that you come in contact with on a regular basis, perhaps with a divine spirit. And perhaps it's harder to do this inventory, this reckoning, this commitment. Personally, it's easier sometimes to say we're going to help others. I really encourage you to allow this feeling that you are worth it. Not only are you worth it, it's critical that Tikkun Olam begin at home. And allow that feeling of worthiness to encompass you, to infuse your breath, and to infuse your commitment. As you're ready, begin to return your breath to normal. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish all of you a wonderful day, a wonderful year. Shana Tova.